Hi everyone, thank you for joining the product update. Today I'm going to be explaining you a bit about the recently delivered functionality by GoMeddo, to tell you a bit about the story of our new brand, and explain about the upcoming new cool functionality we're going to build. Um, First, start with an introduction of myself. I'm Luuk Koetsier. I'm the product manager here at GoMeddo. Been working here for around a year, and I'm responsible for all the apps which the GoMeddo teams make. Um, yeah, the story about the new name. So, as you hopefully know, as of February 1st, we renamed our business and our products from Booker25 to GoMeddo. And the name is based on the French Polynesian sailors who used sticks as a map to navigate the currents in the islands. This map was called a meadow, and now we are basically doing the same with our planning and booking engine that we facilitate and make it easier for you to find what you're looking for and reach your destination. So, GoMeddo. GoMeddo's mission is to help organizations maximize their efficiency, user experience, and grow their business with our native Salesforce planning, scheduling, and booking engine. And we do that by focusing on two themes. So the first one is the user experience, and the second one is the admin experience. User experience basically mean that we try to facilitate you, making it easier for your customers to to find what they're looking for, make their booking easier, and help them the best. So basically, we're focusing on the student experience or the patient experience, so your customer experience. On the other side, we're trying to improve the admin experience by making it easier to configure GoMeddo, making it easier to add new functionality, integrate with other tools, etc. So those are the two themes we are working on, at least for the current year. So what have we recently been doing? Um, so I have four items I would like to explain you a bit about today. So the first one is the GoMeddo JavaScript SDK. So as you hopefully know, we have a few ways of integrating the GoMeddo functionality onto your own website. The first one is using our widget, which is basically an out-of-the-box component which you can add to your website. It allows some setup, but no coding, so making it really easy for you to add and embed it on your own website. On the other end, we have our public-facing APIs, where you can basically retrieve all the data from GoMeddo, create reservations, etc. But that requires development work to build a custom UI to facilitate the bookings or the reservations from your own website. And what we basically try to do with this JavaScript SDK is build something in the middle, so make it a lot easier to do this integration, but be a bit more flexible and allow for a bit more possibility than the widget does. So we've done this by creating a JavaScript SDK, which is published on GitHub. And on GitHub, there's basically a wiki and examples of how you can use this SDK. There's both a detailed description of how you can integrate and how you can use this SDK, as well as an example which you see here in the screen. Example code library which you can use, adapt, and feel free to start using it on your own website. So this provides an example of what you can do with this SDK and the possibility that it has. Yeah, please take a look. What else? So the next thing that we have done is we've delivered the GoMeddo Zoom integration. So we've seen a growing need from our customers to do online meetings as well. And basically what we've done now is make it really easy to integrate the two. So we have created a new package for the Zoom integration, which you can install in your Salesforce org. That you can use to authenticate to Zoom, and you can add it to a flow, for example, to basically fill the URL field on the reservation with a link to a Zoom meeting. It's quite easy. We've documented it well. Also explained how you can set up a flow to do it as an example. Let me show you quickly what it looks like. Is that here I'm logged into one of our test environments where I can now create a reservation. So let's say I'm creating a test Zoom meeting. You can see here that there's a Zoom join URL, which is now empty. And basically what happens now is that the flow triggers. It takes about a minute or so. And then after that, the URL shows to the Zoom link. You can use this, of course, in multiple ways. What you could do is add the Zoom URL to an email template. So basically, based on the reservation, send out an email confirmation to the participants, including that link to join. It's one of the things we did a few months ago is that we actually packaged some example flows of sending confirmation emails. So you could add the Zoom URL to that if you like, for example. Yeah, that's on the Zoom integration. The next thing we did, or we're in the process of doing, because it's actually going to be released this week, is that we have worked on the reservation duration. So on a reservation type, you could already specify the duration, but it was not taken into account on the calendars or on the reservation form when creating a reservation. So in this example, I've created one reservation type called reservation with duration with a 40-minute duration, and I've created one reservation type without the duration to show you the difference. So if I go back to the calendar, you can see that if I start a meeting right here, it in this case pre-selects the reservation without duration. I'm free to change the time of the meeting to any duration, basically. While if I create a reservation with a duration, the end date and time are disabled, and I can basically change the start time, and based on the start time, the end date will be filled. We do have a custom permission packaged as well, which you could use if you want to override this. So we can imagine that for some users that they don't need to stick to this fixed duration. So you could give them that permission, which allows them basically to do it without the duration. Okay, so that's on the reservation duration. The next thing I want to show you is the new documentation page. So we have very extensive product documentation available, and it was already available, but we'd like to improve the experience or the user experience of that a bit. So we've now built this new website, documentation.gomeddo.com, where you can find all the documentation to all the products and integrations that we have. So for example, the Zoom integration is here, making it a lot easier to find what you're looking for and configure the system. We already referenced it from the website and from the release notes, so feel free to take a look. And if you have any feedback on it, then please let us know. Yeah, that's the items we've been working on the last couple of months. And next to that, we have an item on our roadmap, which is called event management, which is a new app that we are going to build. Basically, the idea is that we would like to make a Salesforce-based event management and registration tool for corporate events, allowing you to leverage the power of Salesforce and extending it with an easy way to create events and have your visitors enroll to them, buy tickets for it, etc. This is a very simplified view of what it will look like. So we will have GoMeddo events, and there will be a event registration website. If you create an event in Salesforce in the event management package, then that will generate a website where your visitors can go. They can enroll or subscribe into the event, pay for the ticket, and or not if it's a free event. They will receive a ticket, an invoice, and an email confirming their attendance, and then that they can use to go to the event. If they arrive at the event, they can there show their ticket. The event managers can check them in via the Salesforce app or via a laptop, making it really easy to support. So here are some mock-ups that we've created, which show you a bit how it works. So here you see that this is an example which will be created based on the event you created in Salesforce, where it's an open day for a university. Here you can select all the sessions which are part of that event based on the sub-sessions you select. A price will be generated based on your personal details, your price, and your payment. A ticket will be generated. So this is the current idea of what it will probably look like. So let's say you've in Salesforce created that event, configured it, and marked it as being active. This will generate a white labeled page, which you see here on the left. So the GoMeddo styling can also be your customer styling. So you can basically adapt the background color, the call to action buttons, the pictures, and the logo, and based on that, this page will be generated. On this page, you now see an example for an open day for a university, where you can basically select some sessions which are part of that event, and based on the sessions you select, there will be a price generated. After you click next, you can leave your personal data, so your name, your first name, your last name, and your email address. This can be extended as well to add some more details, and based on that you can proceed to payment. If you've paid, you will receive an email with a ticket, which you then can use to check in and check out on the event when you arrive. So that's basically the flow for event management. So here you see an example of how it could look like in Salesforce, the configuration part, where you can basically create an event, give it a name, a start and end time, a description, a location, and the items which will generate the front end, so a color, and icons, and a URL, and based on that the page will be generated. The event managers, so the people actually checking in and checking out, the visitors on site, can do that by using the Salesforce app, scanning the QR code, or doing it from a laptop. They will be able to handle multiple events. They can report over attendance of visitors, no-shows, etc., all from Salesforce. So that's event management, which is one of the key things for the upcoming period where the team will work on. Next to that, we're looking into seeing if we can build more integrations like Zoom. So we're looking into Teams and looking into Google Meet. Next to that, we would like to improve some of the configuration of GoMeddo. So we will see if we can and how we can improve the settings or the setup of GoMeddo, and also the setup of the widget. Another important topic that we're planning to pick up is work on the performance improvements of our system, especially customers using our APIs or JavaScript SDK see that in some cases they expect the data to be there quicker to offer a better user experience for their customers. So we're looking into ways and have already implemented the first of those performance improvements, which should basically make an overall improvement to both the app and the API integrations. Um, what else is another one is the showcase customer experience, which is also for that JavaScript SDK, which is another example of how you could use the SDK and GoMeddo, making it easier for you guys to implement it, use it as an example, adapt it, and start using it yourself. So next to the roadmap, we've also been publishing some use cases on our website. So this one is from a very cool customer of ours called Club Med, which is a high-end travel and tour operator. They've been using GoMeddo to support their sales process. So they use it to schedule meeting rooms and event rooms in their venues, and they basically allow their sales agents to do that right from Sales Cloud, right from the opportunity. They can see the availability of the venues and book the bookings in. If you're interested in more use cases, want to see what else is possible with GoMeddo, please check out our website. There you can find all the details. This I just added for your reference, basically a link to all the documentation of all the topics I've presented today, plus some other ones we've been doing in the period before. Please check it out. They all link to our new documentation space where you can easily find and see how you can start using it. Thank you very much for your time. Hope to see you join next time as well. Thank you.